What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Bless Unleash video slash stream. Today, we are going to make a review on this game. Reason why there hasn't been a video in a couple days is because there isn't really nothing else to do in the game until I finish a certain thing on it. And it's kind of another reason why I'm making this review. Um, so, um, I can't really focus when I'm fighting things, but I'm gonna try to fight at the same time talking so you guys don't just see me standing here and listening to me the whole time. So, okay, I'm gonna talk about the good things, the bad things first, and what should be changed, and then I'll talk about the good things. Um, for one, there's just too much RNG. Um, I understand that it is an MMO and all, but and that MMOs are gonna have RNG. But the fact that it has so much RNG, it just makes the game a little bit bland and boring. And like some of the stuff just isn't worth all the grind. Like for example, the Nightwind fragments, okay, those could be worth it depending on depending on how much you have to do the dungeon. But if it gets to where you have to do the dungeon like 60 plus times before you even get the fragment, it's not worth for a blessing when the scales half the time aren't really good skills. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I like most of the skills aren't that good, and they're basically just the same thing, but with something a little extra added, and besides that, it's nothing really different. I think that the game needs some work on, and I know that it just came out of beta on the 14th of March. I understand that it was officially released on the 14th, but this is just a review, something to give them suggestions that's going to help out, and that they can consider some of my ideas somewhat. My other thing is the mage. Okay, so I was trying out every class because I wanted to see what one I was going to stick with, and to be honest, I really don't know what class I'm going to stick with because I like them all. Besides the melee ones. Yeah, I don't like the melee ones. But I don't like the fact that um that the mage can fast reload her mana, but the priest can't, which kind of sucks. And I get it, the mage is supposed to be uh like, even though the ranger is high DPS, the highest DPS, the mage is the second. The mage is the second DPS, and but they do, even though they do low damage, but they do a lot of damage fast. So I don't like that. I understand that, but with the priest and all, I don't understand why the priest can't fast reload their mana. Like, it's so hard to even like do some things with the priest because it's so much slow attacks. You can't barely do nothing with the priest. Really slow attacks. Most of his stuff isn't good, and um, the Nightwind is probably the one I'm going for. But the Storm Chasers, I would go for it, but it's not worth the crafting. It's not worth to get all these essence and craft for it and get the exalted reputation. Like, I'm not going to grind for that. I get it that MMOs are supposed to be grindy, but this is just too much. I think that because the loyalty tokens, just to finish and continue in the campaign, I have to get 100 loyalty tokens, meaning I have to get all these to 5,000 reputation, and then I have to do prestige quests basically every 2 days just to get like 2 to 3 loyalty tokens. No, that's literally gonna take like a whole month before I can even continue in the campaign. That makes it harder for content creators to even put stuff out there, because then it'll just be the same stuff over and over and over. Um, it's just not boring. And another thing I have to mention is that they use the same assets on almost a lot of the bosses. Bashol down in Navarra, well, yeah, no racist, I meant. And then if you go to Crimson Waterfall, it's the same boss, except the boss in Crimson Waterfall has a little bit more glow to it. It's the same boss, the same attacks. If they're gonna use the same element, the same boss looks of it, they could at least change the attacks. Or if they don't change the attacks, they can at least change how it looks, because it's the exact same boss. Another thing I have to say is I feel like they counter too much to the range characters, and there's not enough melee people, because melee people can't really do nothing with any of the bosses. You have to do like, for example, the Black Knight that spawns right here. Melees, if you're not exactly in the spawn point and you're a melee, you're not gonna be able to hit him. Because of that stupid arena that he pops up out of the ground, you can't do nothing. So that my concern, I would probably play as a melee, but the fact that I feel like it caters too much to the range and not enough to the melee, and people's like, no, you're just not good enough. It's not that. Literally, if you try to go play the Cursed Knight, and you have a melee and you have a range. Okay, yes, you have a range and you have a melee. Even though the melee can do high damage, the Cursed Knight spawns just random crap. I feel like his stuff is just too random. You can't sometimes attack the Cursed Knight because you have so much stuff going in there. You have the exploding skeletons, you have the skeletons coming to slow you down, and then he has those little rings that damage you if you're in them, and then you rain stuff down. There's just too much elements. Yes, I like the boss. It's unique that it's different and it's not the same as everything else. But they gotta dial down some of the randomness because it was too much. The melee doesn't never get to really hit the boss, and when they do, they die. Another thing was, okay, I'm going to go back to the RNG topic. Okay, so first off, I have a bigger list on what I need to talk to about, and I'm going to read them. I'm gonna add suggestions first. So I was thinking the game could add artifact shards are kind of useless after getting blue equipment. So maybe artifact shards could be used on gray through blue, or add an artifact core exchange like star seeds. Another one. To be honest, some flying mounts wouldn't be too shabby. Oh, pets that help your gear score helps you in fight. A lot of people are saying a no to that, but if it comes down to that and they want to do that, it could be a good suggestion later down the road. More side quests should definitely be added in some of the regions. And taming needs to be less RNG since we have to grind everything else. Maybe an item that will make taming more successful. Maybe like a trap or something that you lay on them that makes taming more successful. I'm going to say that the prestige quest is too much RNG, because literally, if I have a prestige quest and it's on a timer for 48 hours, and I was literally about not to make it for it, because I had a prestige quest right here, and it said get 2 destroy supply drops and cows, the 2 destroy things and cow score. None of that popped up into literally the last 3 hours of that. So I probably wouldn't have made it. Like basically like the last 6 to 3 hours that it finally a destroy thing popped up. It's so much RNG. I don't think the prestige quest should have timers. I don't think they should have timers. Or they increase the timer. Because 48-hour time to finish the prestige quest. That people don't always have that time. So I don't think those should have timers. The regionals, okay, they have timers. Those are fine. But the prestige quests should not have timers. Nope. Sorry, but they should not have timers at all. That's my suggestion with the prestige quest. As well, with the loyalty tokens, you only get like 2 or 3 prestige quests. That's stupid. Okay? It should be at least 10. Like 5 to 10. And also, for the campaign at least, they should lower down the campaign from 500. They should lower the campaign from 100 loyalty tokens down to at least 50. At least. Either they increase to how much tokens you get, or they decrease to how much you have to get for the campaign. Because it's kind of ridiculous that I have to do all these reputations just continue in the campaign. What if some people just came to the MMO just to look at the environment and play the campaign for the story? Not a lot of people comes for the grind. Not a lot of people comes for PvP, or some people just likes the story aspect of an MMO. And I'm like that type of person. I like the story aspect, and I like there are some MMOs out there where the story sucks, and I just like the fighting and the environment, and that's it. But this game, I like everything about it. Just I'm not a PvP person, and I'm gonna be honest, I get pretty bored fast. So grinding all the time can get pretty boring. The fact that also different repeat quests, they can definitely add some new repeat quests. Like doing the same repeat quest over and over and over can get really boring. Like, I don't want to fight. I don't want to go and grind 45 bandit pouches for 3 days worth, and then have to go do the same thing again just to get my reputation up. Or go get this many buzzer feathers just to get your reputation up. No. I think that definitely repeat quests could definitely be added to the game. Like for example, Chaos Core. They could say, hey, go complete the Imperial Roots Arena to get this much of reputation. Or they could say, go complete this dungeon for this much reputation. They could do that. Like for example, Treasure's the other repeat quest can say, hey, go complete Kobold's Kitchen to go get like 300, 400 reputation because it's a dungeon. No, a dungeon should be like 500. If it were to be like an arena, for example, let's say if you're in House of Glory and it says like, hey, you need to go fight the Employer Roots in the arena. So then that'll give you like 200 reputation points. No, 100. 100 reputation points, because it's pretty easy arena. Arenas, when you get to higher level, why did he reset? But when you get to higher level, then you get more reputation points. Like, let's say that you're in the Oasis and it says go fight the Corrupted Creation. That should give you like 300 reputation. I mean, certain like things like that. So you're not just fighting the same enemies over and over and over. You know? Like, it gets pretty boring to fight the same enemies over and over. I get the grind and all, but like for you to just finish and go in for the campaign, it's kind of BS, to be honest. Another thing I gotta mention. Oh my gosh, I keep dying. Oh, now I died. I'll spend 1,000 star seeds. But the taming is too much RNG. I think I've already mentioned that, but the taming can get pretty annoying, and the fact that you don't know if the taming is gonna work. And why is he resetting again? I think he's glitched. But Come on, don't die on me. We can't do this. I'm gonna walk away from him. Okay, so another thing is the taming so much as literally like you don't know if you're tame it or not. It could take weeks to catch one thing or months. I think, like I said, add an item that could increase the success rate of the taming to pop up. A dungeon guiding for a fragment when you can only get a low chance of getting it from chests and only have 1 key a day, unless you have valor for 2 keys a day. I think that the fragment isn't worth it unless they change the spawn rate of getting the fragment to at least 45% of getting it. Because as of right now, it feels like it's like a 15% chance of getting the fragment. Because I have not gotten a single fragment from Cold War's Kitchen to get started on the Nightwind. Another thing to mention is, I think I've already mentioned it, which I did. Definitely repeat quest. I got that covered. Also, I think they need to. I know this is more for mature people. This is like a mature game, but think about. But do people really listen to the ratings of the game? No. I think this is 13 and up, but that's the case. That's 2 kids. So they need to filter the chat. A lot of people talk about sexual stuff in the chat and all that kind of stuff, and like it's not good for kids. There's a whole lot of arguments. I mean, you can't really avoid it all, but I think that some of the stuff could be filtered. What else? Another thing, it was the other night when we had that Lumina stuff and servers were offline for about 6-7 hours. When that happened and I heard that people were abusing it, and when that stuff happened, it makes me nervous to even buy Lumina now or use it, because I'm afraid that stuff is gonna happen to my account. I feel like that it's kind of a scary, like a nervous situation, because you don't know what's gonna happen or what to do. I think that I'm just like, I don't know, I'm wanting to be able to play the game without worrying about I have to grind for every little single tiny thing. Like, I have to grind for gear score, then I have to grind to hands, basic gear score, then I have to grind to just to finish in the campaign. I have to grind to do side quests. I have to grind to do this. I have to grind to get a mount or livestock. I have to grind to do that. Like, I get it that it's supposed to be a grindy game and all, but like, it's just too much. Too much grind. Okay? And people's like, oh, you haven't played this MMO. Well, listen here. We don't have to play every single MMO, and we don't have to like. There's gonna be tons of people that don't like the grind, and I feel like a lot of people don't like it. People are just saying that they like it but they don't. Another thing is that I'm not the only one that dislikes some of the stuff that they did. With the loyalty token, especially for the campaign, I don't think that I should have to do. Dang it, I only have 5. But I don't think I should have to do prestige quests just to continue in the campaign. I want to be able to play the campaign and play the story, find out more of the game, like, stuff. But no, I guess I can't even do that, you know? You can't do nothing, and it's basically just a lot of waiting. And if you're not an impatient person, then this game definitely not a no-no. That's why I'm downloading a new MMO game tonight, and I'm gonna try that out on video. I played it once before, but I didn't really get too far into it. I think I'm gonna try to get into it. But like, it's just like, I love this game and all, and I love like everything about it. But like, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be a little changed, and Another thing to me is the master enhancement. Is that I spend so much
Why
star
shop around when you
seeds.
can find exactly what you're
I
looking
literally
for
I have
here?
60,000 star seeds last night and I only upgraded it twice. All my star seeds are gone. And it fails the 2 times that I tried to upgrade it. 2 times that I tried to upgrade it, it fails. Tell me why I spent so much star seeds on the master enhancement and it just keeps failing and failing and failing. Like, I get it, but like, I don't, you know? Because I keep failing over and over and over, and I can't get anything to upgrade. And it takes longer, and that's another thing. You need certain gear score for everything. And it's not even about the level. The level is not even a thing in the game. Don't even worry about your level. Just do freaking gear score. You could be a freaking level 10 and freaking be in a level 20 area and fight them. You just have to have the right gear score. Like, you don't even need the levels is not a big thing. Like, you don't even have to worry about the levels. Like, literally, a lot of people is waiting to like level 30 to beat Gideon, but it's not even about the level, it's just about the gear score. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. This review may not be the best review, but the artifact, definitely things that could be added is artifact core exchange, because that could help with, like, basically exchanging your shards to artifact cores. Because that could definitely help with enhancement, even if it were to keep failing, as long as it's gonna help. If they're gonna keep that system in where it keeps failing, then they can add an artifact core exchange. Uh, the RNG thing, they can at least up the little rate, success rate of getting things. And also, with the prestige quest, they can up the how many loyalty tokens you're getting for completing it, or they need to lower the decrease time for the campaign quest, because since they're making us do it, I think it just is what it is. I mean, they're making you do a stupid prestige quest just to continue the campaign. So, I mean, this is a really long review, but I'm trying to like put all my thoughts into it because it's just like I don't know what to do. Like, I'm basically stuck. I'm stuck in this game. I'm stuck here at this spot. I'm basically stuck with not continuing anything until I finish the Streets quest. You know how long that's gonna take for me? Probably more than a month because I get bored with the same stuff over and over. So, yeah, I'll probably be stuck here for a while. And I don't know if I'm gonna play the game again yet. Because it's crazy to think about. But like, I don't know. Like, it's just tedious. Too tedious. And you know about tedious things, it makes people not want to play the game. And some people are just like, I don't care about it. And then it takes them longer. Yeah, they may want to keep playing the game, but they don't want to do the tedious stuff. Because it's too tedious. It's too tedious. And I just don't know. It's just not fun right now. The game's not fun. It's boring. So, other than that, I'm going to hop to a different MMO here soon, later on. And I hope you guys enjoy the review, and I'll see you guys next time. Wait, before I say next time, okay, I forgot to add on something. I know, this is stupid. But I'm going to put my rating of the game. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 stars. That's only because it needs some... No, if I were to do it out of 10, it would be 7 out of 10 stars. Because it needs some stuff added. It needs some stuff changed, and yeah, the review is over now. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.